Greetings, everyone. Sorry about that. My name is Gerard, editor-in-chief for SGIB magazine that stands for Soldiers Guided Intentions. Believe that. And everyone should be soldiering for something. A dream, a goal, an idea, a train of thought, sobriety, abstinence. Everybody should be soldiering for something. And on our PBG's production, which is Photos by Gerard, the best in freelance publicity photography. Well, first of all, I have to tell you that I really have recently discovered the importance or the value of having a computer. It's been so wonderful hearing from people who have reached out to me, who I've known many years ago from all over the country, man. And it's beautiful to that they have looked me up and found me, man. So it's really nice that they are able to. So in that sense, I'm very grateful for the computer, because I know there are a lot of people in my past who I have not forgotten and who I think about often, who were part of me of my insanity while I was on the West Coast, the Pacific Northwest, and even while I was in New York. So them not knowing, sometimes you may wonder, well, I wonder whatever happened to, or I wonder what so-and-so doing, or what have you, So this is a good opportunity it makes it a possibility to reach out and touch someone. I've just finished my morning breakfast. I'm feeling kind of full now. It's snowing outside. It's a beautiful morning. I have my coffee here with a little international flavor. Those of you who know what I mean, know what I'm talking about. And I just wanted to stop and talk with you for a couple of minutes about a couple of things of what's going on. Number one, it's beginning in March. Some of you may have gotten this. I'm going to hold it right here. I don't know how well you may have see it. But beginning on March 2010, I'm going to be hosting the G-Spot, which is a place that we're going to do. It's going to be like a variety show type of entertainment. I'm going to have Tanya Simpson, who's she's from KISS FM and the First Lady of Sirius Radio. And a funny story about Tanya, when I first met her, she was like the first high-profile individual who I met back in like 2000. I think it was 2000 when I first went to a KISS concert. And I told the person who I was with that once I go to this concert, my life would never be the same, because I knew once I've gone there, or once I go there, that my objective would be to get backstage, see who I can meet and network, and then so on and so on and so on. And that's exactly what happened with Tanya. I eventually became her personal photographer. She invited me to quite a few things. In fact, a Mary J. Blige shop that I'm very fond of, who Miss Blige has a copy of it, was because of her. So it makes it real good to bring it full circle to be doing something with her together, that we're going to be doing at a place called Minton's on 118th Street in St. Nicholas. So make sure that those of you who are in the New York area, we're going to have quite a surprise. It's also going to be posted up on YouTube. So that's going to really kind of be, it's going to be like a show that's actually designed to be broadcasted on YouTube, and we want to take it around the world. So Minton's is already pretty popular amongst the jazz scene, and it does have people come in who from around the world to come in and sit in. So I'm happy to be doing that. And that's supposed to be taking place on March, first Friday of the month, and from that forward for the next 6 months. We still have a few contract things that we have to iron out that to move forward. So right now we're pumping for sponsorship for logos on our flyers. So if you're interested, hit me back. You know the information. It's 631-766-6106. Or you can email me at sgibmagazine@gmail.com. Well, my favorite thing that I like to do, because I read the paper every morning, is to pick out articles. And when I was in prison, I used to do this thing called pre-release. And pre-release was a class that other inmates came to when they were giving news about things that were going on in society. And because I guess I was able to, or I read the paper and became knowledgeable about some of the things that were going on, that it was a true niche for me to be able to do that. And I was running through the papers, and yesterday I cut this out of Newsday. I keep telling myself I'm going to cancel the newspaper, because they really do a shabby job of reporting, I think, as far as I'm concerned. Like, for instance, for Martin Luther King Day, I looked in the paper that Sunday for events that are honoring Martin Luther King's Day. Newsday in their calendar had none. When Reverend Al Sharpton's daughter and wife was arrested, I was hoping to follow it up in the newspaper, and there was nothing about it. So in spite of my calling them and asking the question why, they never answered the question. But anyway, You know, and because I'm an ex-felon, I'm always fascinated about people who get arrested. You know, like for instance, you know, and you know, it's funny because people who have criminal records, you know, are often ostracized because of their record. But yet still we put a lot of faith and trust in people who don't have criminal records when somewhere along the line, you know, they often prove that they weren't as trustworthy as they seem. Here's a doctor here that was in Brookville, out here on Long Island, who was arrested for buying cocaine. He was buying cocaine from a nurse. Whether they knew each other, I don't know, but she was making a deal. He was an eighth of cocaine. It was $380 that she was selling it to him. But as I read the article, it says that she was going to profit $200. Now I know a little bit about this game, and let me tell you, if you were calling my place in the wee hours of the night asking me to drop off a package to you and I was to make $200, you know, I might get a real good stretch of morning yawning to go make that deal. But unfortunately, you know, police officers that plain clothes were doing their job and they saw the transaction that looked kind of dubious, and they rolled up on it, and it turned out that it was a drug transaction, so they both got arrested. But let me tell you, $200 profit, that's quite a markup. I mean, when I was doing something, an addict was doing it for whatever he can get on his fingernails, or a girl, whatever it is she can pinch off in her bra. But for $200, that's some markup. But you know, as I was looking through the paper here, I knew we were running out of time. It's got about 10 minutes. But I was reading also here about appeals court rejects bail for ex-DHB chief. Now the DHB chief, this guy here is it's an industry that they made body armor, and the body armor was so bogus that they ended up ripping off the taxpayer in the tune of $180 million. You know, a fraud and what have you. So he was out on bail, so he was trying to jump by doing some other schemes to try to hide some money offshore, so he ended up getting caught again. So, you know, just kind of funny that to me how it happened. And we have a pastor here who is serving a 2 to 6 for immigration fraud. And this is a pastor who was in a church on Long Island in New York City, and he milked people out of over $845,000. And what he would do is that he would tell them that he would be following up on the immigration cases, and he would just take in money, wouldn't do nothing. So ultimately he got caught and he went down. So oh, this is my favorite here. Now if I would ask you to name soul singers, who would come to mind? Now let me see. A soul singer would be Aretha Franklin. Who else? Linda Hopkins, Melba Moore, or you can probably get a couple. You may pick Beyonce as a soul singer for some of you in the newer generation. But Amy Winehouse as a soul singer, I don't think so. There's one song that she does, and it's called "We're Friends." Friends is something that I like. But I picked up this article here, and this is Amy Winehouse, and she was arrested after she presented herself at a police station with a lawyer. She was arrested for a jump bail or something like that. But what caught me was that in the article it says 26-year-old soul diva arrested after she presented herself to the police station with her lawyer. Now, you know, I mean, it's a stretch to claim Amy Winehouse as a soul singer. But it makes you wonder why the newspaper would attach her as a soul singer. Maybe because they are associating with being arrested something as something being soul, as something, you know, something that, well, anyway, you know what I'm saying. I mean, it could have put her as country western singer. Why soul singer? I mean, she's neither one of the two. But anyway, that's that. So I'm running out of time right now. Y'all, this is Gerard. My phone number is 631-766-6106. You can email me at sgibmagazine@gmail.com and visit my website at sgibmagazines.com. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly and always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one who can see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. I'll talk to you later. Peace. I'm sorry about this, but it's the only way how it can be.